Good morning, dear students. I hope you all are doing well at your homes. So, as you know that we have to do our online classes, so let us take a pledge for you with me against the COVID-19. I commit to be vigilant and bear in mind at all times the risk to myself and my colleagues from COVID 19. I promise to take all necessary precautions that prevent the spread of this deadly virus. I promise to follow and encourage others to follow the key COVID appropriate behaviors, to always wear a mask, face cover, especially when in public places, to maintain a minimum distance of 6 feet from others, to wash my hands frequently and thoroughly with soap and water. Together, we will win this fight against COVID 19. I hope this pandemic will end soon. So, till now we had read about the multiple properties. We have read about the multiple properties. Now we are going to read about the division properties. So, firstly, division of integer. In division of integer, there are two rules. If the divisor and dividend are of same sign, the quotient will be positive. Okay, let me tell you how. So firstly, let me take an example. For example, it is 15 divided by 2. That would be 5 2s are 150. 151 divided by 2. So that will be 2 sevens are 14. 1 here, 1 again, 2 fives are 10, and 1 is remainder. So this is called the divisor. This is the quotient. This is the dividend. This is the remainder. So what is our first tip? The first tip is that if the divisor and dividend are of same sign, then the quotient will be positive. Means if the divisor and the dividend are having same signs, then the quotient will be positive. On the other side, what it is, if the divisor and dividend are different signs, then the quotient will be negative. Means if the divisor and dividend are opposite in signs, either divisor is negative or dividend is negative, then the quotient will be negative. So moving to the next property. What is the next property? These are the properties of the division. They are totally equal and similar to the properties of multiplication. So just have a look on these properties. If you don't get these properties, just tell me. I will clear your doubts in your online class. So moving to our next question. Our first question is, find the quotient 16 divided by minus 4. So how to do this question? 16 divided by minus 4. So firstly, divide it simply. 4 4s are 16, so the remainder is 0. We have read that if the divisor and the dividend are of opposite sign, then the quotient will be negative. So our answer is minus 4. In our next question, similarly, minus 16 divided by 4. Minus 16 divided by 4, that will be similarly 4. Now again the divisor and dividend both are having opposite sign, so our quotient will be negative. In our next question, let me take an example of this question. Minus 16 divided by minus 4. Minus 16 divided by minus 4. The answer is 4 itself, because we have read that if the divisor and dividend are having same sign, then our quotient will be positive. So these are the rules we have read earlier. So these are applied in our first part. We have just do the simple division, then we have to check that either the quotient is positive or negative. If the divisor and dividend are having same sign, then the quotient will always be positive. If the divisor and dividend are having different or opposite signs, then our quotient will be negative itself. So moving to our next question, do the following division sums and check your answer by multiplying the divisor and the quotient. So how to do these sums? Let me take the example of first sum, minus 42 divide by minus 14. Minus 42 divide by minus 14. Now what did they said? They just said do the division and check your answer by multiplying divisor and quotient. So first let us multiply for divide 42 by 14. So reading 42 table, 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28 and 14 threes are 42. So now we have read that if the sign of divisor and dividend is equal, then our quotient will be positive. So our answer is 3. So this is our answer. Simply. Similarly, in all these questions, this is the same pattern. So we are having a rule. In this rule, what we have, as they said, multiply the divisor with the quotient. So we are having a rule that if we multiply the divisor with quotient and we add the remainder, then it will always be equal to dividend. So now let us check. This is the divisor, this is the quotient, this is the remainder, and this is the dividend. So what is the divisor? Divisor is 14 multiply, what is the quotient? Quotient is 3 plus, what is the remainder? Remainder is 0. Divisor is minus 14. Divisor is minus 14. Quotient is 3. Remainder is 0. And the dividend is minus 42. So now if we multiply 14 with 3, that is 42. Negative sign multiply to the positive sign, that is negative. Similarly, we have read this property in the multiplication also. 42 plus 0 is equals to minus 42. Therefore, our answer is true. Similarly, the other questions are same. This question is also similar to this question. So in this question, there is a second question. 0 divided by 4 is undefined. 0 divided by any number is 0 itself. This is one of the property of division of integers. So you have read this property in the properties which are given in the introduction part. So whenever we divide any number with 0, the answer is always 0. It is not undefined, it is defined and it is 0. So moving to our next question, let me do one question for you to state whether the question is true or false. Let us do a question. (150) divided by minus 30 is equals to minus 5. So let us divide it first. We have to state the statement is either true or false. Just simply divide 150 by 30. So 31s are 30, 32s are 60, 33s are 120. 33s are 90, 34s are 120, 35s are 150. So the 50 comes at the table of 150 comes at the table of 5, so that is 150. So now what we have read that if the divisor and dividend are having opposite signs or not equal sign, then the quotient is negative. So this statement is true. Next is minus 34 divided by 17 is equals to 2. So let us do it. 34, 17. 17 to the 34. Now we have read that if the divisor and dividend are of opposite sign, then the quotient will be negative. So our answer is minus 2, which is not equal to 2. So our statement is false. So this is the way you have to do all these questions. This is the similar question. You have to solve this and match the columns in here, and in this question it is similarly state whether the quotient is positive, negative or 0. If the dividend and divisor are having same sign, the quotient will be positive. If the divisor and dividend having different sign, then the quotient will be negative. If the divisor and dividend having same sign, but here it is 0, so our answer will be 0. In this question, the divisor and dividend having opposite sign, so our quotient is negative. In this, the divisor and dividend having same sign, so our quotient will be positive. This is all for your exercise 1.2. Just do and solve all the questions given in your assignment and given in your book. If you have any kind of doubt in any question till now, just tell me in your online class. I will solve your doubts in the class. Thank you. Have a nice day.